Alright guys, John here with John's Custom Saws. This is the big one. I'm going to show you how I make the best clutch covers in the business. Well, it's Gordy from West Coast Saw. Gordy, what's up, buddy? Oh, really? You make clutch covers now, huh? Nice. Yeah, what do they look like? Oh, really? John here with John's Custom Saws. I'm going to show you how I make the best Eggs Benedict in the business. First, you're going to start with farm fresh egg. Well, that looks killer. And the craziest part, he doesn't design stuff for looks. But that's nice. So first off, to say that this would be a totally unbiased review, just wouldn't be honest. If you guys know me or Gordy, you know, I'm friends with him. I use his products. He's helped me out, and it just wouldn't be honest to say that this is totally unbiased. And this is also not going to be some thorough, torture test, rugged, down and dirty review. That doesn't need to be done. Anybody that wants to do a review like that, I'll save you the time. He puts his products through the most rigorous testing you're ever going to find. That's no joke. That's one of the things that really, he earned a lot of my respect for the way that he tests these products, does whatever changes he needs to be that need to be done, and makes sure they're 100% before they are released. That's the key word, before. A lot of people, me included, would want to jump the gun on it, get their product out, start making the money, and maybe miss a couple things. You're not going to get that with him. You're just not. So if anybody is going to do some sort of crazy review like that, it's really pointless. So I will go straight to the website. So here we go. You can Google West Coast Saw or go to westcoastsaw.com. It's going to show up. And his website is really nice if you haven't been there. Here's just an example of some of the stuff that he sells on the website. A lot of this stuff he's designed and all made in the USA. That's really nice. And there is the side cover that we're going to be reviewing. The cover that I have is for the 500i/462. That would be that cover right there. And he just came out with, and released, I should say, the 661 side cover. So there it is. Man, that is just absolutely killer looking. So, what can you say? I just, check out that machining. Man. And it's made out of one solid block of this T6 aluminum. So this stuff is insanely strong. This, you can read through this, and we'll talk about a lot of this, but I just wanted to share what he actually lists on his website. So obviously, it's stronger, better chip flow. We'll talk about the chip flap. The walking the chain on, that's something that I'm really going to talk about. So field tested, obviously, it's bigger than the stock cover. It does make it slightly heavier, but it's well worth it to me. And he does include all of the bumpers, the bar nuts, everything, and they are the steel bar nuts and made in the USA. So I am mounting it up to the 500i. I was going to talk about a few things though before I get it on there. Where he has the pins for the chip flap. These are actually steel roller pins, which is really smart. And the chip flap itself, not only is it way larger, it's made of a different material and it lasts 4 to 5 times longer than the factory chip flap, which is going to be mounted with the cast aluminum, magnesium, whatever it is these days. The material that this is made of. And this really does seem pretty flimsy when you compare it to this. I mean, it's crazy. But obviously, look at the size. I mean, it's just, it's night and day difference. And this is the large chip flap. This is the bigger one. So the smaller one, I got one sitting over here. This would be the smaller one. I mean, good lord. I was gonna test, so I did cut with this. I put this cover and the larger cover on a 500i and went and test cut with it just to see the chip flow. I'm not even gonna compare it to this cover because it's pretty wild. So check this out, guys. So I've highlighted in 2 different cuts with the larger OEM stock cover and the West Coast cover, which would be on the right. And I've highlighted the chip flow, so wow. Proof's in the pudding, boys. Yo, I mean, that is night and day difference. And again, that was with the large cover. So that chip lap is so nice. And to me, if they wouldn't have tried to skimp with the, material so they could shave all this weight, which we are doing all these West Coast saw upgrades to the 500i, the suspension upgrade, the felling dogs, the side cover, or clutch cover. The suspension upgrade is necessary, 100%. It's almost like it should come factory with that suspension. The side cover, they should have at least done the cover that is on the 661. If they would have put that size cover on the 500i, that would probably have been adequate, but they didn't. They don't make it for this. So we're adding the weight, and that just goes to show you that they went too far for lightweight. Like the aluminum bolts that go through your throttle body, that drives me nuts. I toss them on every one of them. Can't stand it. Like, why are we trying to save weight? It just drives me crazy. I don't want to sound like a 500i hater because I am the opposite. I'm just being really picky here. And it's really cool to see that Gordy took these problems and fixed it. And check that out. I mean, that is awesome. Now, here is something that I'm not exactly sure what he means by this, but apparently you can walk the chain back on the sprocket without removing the side cover, to where you can't do it with the stock cover, and I believe that. I've never even heard of anybody doing that. But, for you hardcore loggers and production guys out there, you probably know what he's talking about. I'm not familiar with what he's talking about, but apparently with the room that you have in here, you got a lot of room, this way, and you can walk your chain back on, which would be super beneficial if I knew how to do it, but I don't. So I'm going to do some more cutting and messing around with this. But for now, I mean, what a great product. Again, the 661 cover just came out. Looks killer. I'm going to get one. I'm going to offer these on all the saws that I build. Whatever models he makes them for. Go to his website, westcoastsaw.com. Check it out. You can tell him I sent you, but again, I don't have a promo code or nothing for you. I don't get paid to do this. I'm doing this on my own free will because I think it's a great product. I think all of his products are great, and I'm a huge fan. So take that for what you want. I'm not a sellout though. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I would never tell you that a product is good if it's not. Hence the reason I got in the hot water with the eBay nitrous kits. I was supposed to say they were good. I didn't do that. Kind of got in hot water over it. But these are good products. They're really good products. So there you go. That is my totally biased but honest review on the West Coast clutch cover. All right, guys. See you next time. Stay rowdy, my friends. So I think. It may look crude, but this little heater actually gets this thing really. Yep. That's what I think.